Welcome, everybody, to the Music Show. I'm Ray Braselton, your host. And today we have for you the Just Us Band, the American country band with liberty and just us for all. And they're quite unique musicians in the sense that they sing, all of them sing, and they sing harmony, they sing unique voices of their own. They also sing songs that people really like to hear, and just great harmonies and great leads and everything involved. Soft, upbeat, just things people like to hear in the country scene. And I know you'll enjoy them, along with our other segments of the show, the interview, of course, and the showcase, and today's music lessons, which, by the way, if you have your guitars, have them ready, because I'm hoping that you'll be able to play with me a little bit and learn a little bit today. And, of course, the roundtable, which goes throughout the whole show. And I'm sure that you'll hear some very interesting things, mainly about, I think it's Dave that we're going to talk about the most. But is that right, guys? Is it Dave? Yeah, I think it's Dave we're going to talk about the most. No, we're going to talk about all of them. We'll make it very interesting for you. So everybody, stick in, and we'll see you in a little bit.
If she seems cold and bitter, then I beg of you, just stop and consider all she's gone through. Don't be quick to condemn her for things she might say. Just remember, life turned her that way. She's been walked on and stepped on so many times, and I hate to admit it, but the last footprint's mine. She was crying when I met her. She cries harder today, so don't blame her. Life turned her that way. Stepped on so many times, and I hate to admit it, but the last footprint's mine. She was crying when I met her. She cries harder today, so don't blame her. Life turned her that way, so don't blame her. Life turned her that way.
Well, we're glad to have you back on the Music Show, and I am Ray Braselton again, your host, and we've got the rest of the crew here today from Just Us. Okay, and you want to introduce your name and town and instrument and all that?
Absolutely. Terry Tiller from Lyons, New York. I play rhythm guitar and sing.
Dave Mercer, I'm from Clifton Springs, bass guitar.
Brian Snyder from Waterloo. I play lead guitar and sing.
Hi, I'm Albert Weber from Lyons, New York. I'm the drummer, and I also sing.
Very nice to have you guys on the show.
Oh, thanks, Ray.
Terry, you've been on the show before, though, haven't you?
Yes, I've been on here once.
So, and we do get a lot of people, groups come in 2 or 3 times, so it's always That's somebody told us we were like family over here, and it's kind of true. But we have a lot of fun, and but right now we want to get a little idea about the group. I know that this group I think you guys knew each other before. Did you guys know each other?
We've known each other for a lot of years, just played in different groups.
That's what I thought. And you've been all playing. I mean, how many years have you been playing, David?
I started when I was approximately 12 years old.
Well, I was going to say, you probably weren't in country when you were back.
I was. I played drums, and the first band that I had was New York Country Boys.
Oh, no kidding. Terry, how about you?
19, and I started out playing music with Jerry Irwin.
Okay. Jerry was what kind of music?
Country music.
Okay.
Country music, sure.
How about you, Brian?
I started playing when I was 4, and I've been playing country music since.
Wow. Well, that's unique. That a lot of times the guys would say, "Well, I did rock and roll, or I did rap, or I did." No, they don't usually say rap, but about you, Al?
Well, I've been playing since I was 16, and first group I ever played with was Lloyd Q and the Countrymen.
One of your first stores you used to go to, music stores.
Yeah.
First stuff was My Place, probably.
Yeah, it was.
It was a long
while
time
ago.
Long time. I think we've known each other for probably 30 years or something. But we're basically a lot of country folk here, and you do songs that certainly give you the country feel, and everybody has a good time. I was going to ask you really what some of the unique things that about this band. And one of the things I can mention right now is I thought the singing. Did you want to tell us a little bit about the difference in this band is with singing, being that you all sing, and you sing a little bit uniquely, I think differently, don't you think?
Absolutely. And it's like if anybody wants to do a certain song, we'll rehearse it and stuff like that, and it's just us.
So in a sense, the band kind of, everybody belongs to, they're just us. They all have their own thing they do, and nobody's a big honcho leader or lead singer necessarily. And you all have very good voices, and also that your voices fit certain songs. I think one person's voice might fit some song better than another person's voice, and so that's what I found is a little bit unique. And anything else that you guys can say about your group that you think is a little bit different, maybe just that you're friends?
Well, I'll say this, that Terry and I go back probably 30 years together. And the one unique thing about this band is there's not an ego in the band. There's no bubbles to be burst. Everybody has a good time. We play for what the people want to hear. And I think that's the important thing today. There's too many cover bands that just want to do the top 40.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the people don't want to hear the top 40. A lot of people want to get back to the roots of country music. And that's what we're about.
Well, that was very well said. I think that all of us have been in bands, right, Al? That somebody's got. Sometimes.
Yes. No doubt.
So and that's very uncomfortable. And you can't feel free to really express yourself and enjoy yourself. If you don't enjoy yourself doing it, it comes right through. So you guys, you got a lot of things going on. We're going to talk more about during the round table, and we'll. The one thing I didn't mention yet was contact information for you, and then we'll talk more about the different places that you play at. Maybe you could say a couple of places that you've done or are going to do. Do you have a couple of places you can mention?
One I'd like to say is Ben's Barn. Just for a good time jam session once a month at Ben's Barn.
Yeah.
Third Sunday of every month. All musicians are welcome, no matter what kind of genre. Come out and enjoy yourselves and showcase your talents.
Yeah, this is in Masson, and Ben's Barn has been brought up on this show before. Some great groups. So we wanted to let you know, in case we don't tell you later, but we will, some of the contact information. Can you, Terry, give us some of the, like your email and...
Yes, if you'd like to contact us, it would be ttiller5428@yahoo.com.
Great. How about a couple of phone numbers? You have a couple of phone numbers?
Yes, 585-747-5428, and Albert will give you his phone number.
Yes, it'd be 315-398-3229.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed what you've heard so far, and we're going to do some more now, and then we'll get back and we'll have some fun with some of the roundtable stuff we're going to do throughout the show. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
We'd like to do a song Mr. Freddie Fender made popular several years back, one called Wasted Days and Wasted Nights, featuring Mr. Brian Snyder.
Oh, wasted days and wasted nights I have left for you behind. For you don't belong to me, your heart belongs to someone else. Why should I keep loving you when I know that you're not true? Why should I call your name when you're the blame for making me blue? Don't you remember the day that you went away and left? I was so lonely, prayed for you only, my love. Why should I keep loving you when I know that you're not true? Why should I call your name when you're the blame for making me blue? Don't you remember the day that you went away and left me? I was so lonely, prayed for you only, my love. Why should I keep loving you when I know that you're not true? Why should I call your name when you're the blame for making me blue? Why should I call your name when you're the blame for making me blue?
And welcome again to today's music lesson. That was the G major scale I played for you, and up to now you've learned all these notes in the G major scale except for the F sharp. Now, if you look at what I just played on your paper, you'll see these notes that you already learned. This is a G note, which you learned, open G. A note with your second finger. This is on the third string, by the way. B note on the second string, open. C note, first finger. D note, stretch over. Open E note. And then we learned F note before on the first string, F and G, remember? But I want you to learn F sharp note for now. That's the second. It just raises the note by a half a pitch, which is one fret up. A half a tone, one fret up. Okay? And you, instead of going to the first finger with F note, this is called an F sharp. Looks like a little tic-tac-toe sign in front of the note, but that's F sharp. And then you stretch your second finger, stays down, you stretch your third finger, that's your G note. So I just want you to be able to play that F sharp instead of the F. So get used to that. We're going to move on today and start reviewing again the first three strings of the guitar in a song. And it's a cute little song, and I'm going to play the notes slowly with you. We're going to play it together, and then I'll play the chords for you as you play it after we're done with this, first doing this. Okay, everybody ready? Let's start from the beginning. The first note, of course, is C. You can see it there on the page. I'll point with my finger. I don't know if my finger will work very well, but there it is. There's your C. First finger, second string, first fret. Are you ready? C, C, open E, E, third fret, G, G, open E, first fret, F, F, open B, third fret, D, third finger. Now the string above, open G, first finger, back to C, C, open E, E, okay, third finger, G, G, 3, 4, half notes get 2 counts. F, up above, string above D, open E, first string, back to the string above, C, first finger, D, third finger, and open B, and then 3, 4. F, F, open E. Now we're going to go to the third staff. Here we go. D, B, 3, 4. F, F, E, E, D, B, 3, 4. C, C, E, E, G, G, 3, 4. D, F, E, D, E, G, C. D, B, G, E, C, D, 3, 4. And that now what we want to do is put this together, have you guys play this without me interfering, talking to you, and see if I can just play some chords, and I'll count for you, and you try to stay with me, okay? We're going to put the page up again, and you look at the notes and play the notes, and I'll play very slowly. Are we ready? I'll get you started. Ready? Let's start with C, first finger, second string, 1, 2, ready, go. Do, 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 Now the third staff, ready? Do, 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 do. Now the third staff, here we go. Do, 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 do. Well, I hope you enjoyed your first major song, other than Ode to Joy we did a while back ago, but this gives you a complete 3 strings song, and a nice one also. So next time we get together, we're going to learn the D, E, and F note, and I hope you enjoyed this, and practice it over and over and over until you're really good at it. And okay, so I look forward to seeing you next show. Bye.
We'd like to feature our rhythm player now, Terry Tiller, on a song called Playboy.
They call me a playboy as I'm making my round, chasing those bright lights of each night's spotting ground. Though I never show it, my heart's breaking in two. They call me a playboy, but I'm once had a real love. That was when I had you. But I'll never feel love with somebody new. This false pride I'm wearing is to cover my blues. They call me a playboy, but I'm just lonesome for you. Mr. Brian Snyder on lead guitar. They call me a playboy as I'm making my round, chasing those bright lights of each night's spot in town. Though I never show it, my heart's breaking in two. They call me a playboy, but I'm just lonesome for you. I once had a real love. That was when I had you. But I'll never feel love with somebody new. This false pride I'm wearing is to cover my blues. They call me a playboy, but I'm just lonesome for you. They call me a playboy, but I'm just lonesome for you.
Wow, what an entrance to our showcase for today. It's a little bit different. Guys, why don't you come on down, join me. I'll talk about some fun things today. And this is going to be interesting. We've never done anything quite like this before. And it was their idea. They wanted to kind of pay tribute to some of the legends of our area. And that's a good name for this showcase. Legends of this area, of our area. Legends of the past of our area, something like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we're going to pass the mic around, so I'll try not to hog it this time, Terry. Last time I hogged it from him, so. It was, I think it was Terry's idea. Was it your idea?
I think it was a group effort, and we wanted to kind of honor some other musicians that we learned a great deal from.
Well, that's what I understood, and I'm sure there's a lot of people, these legends that you guys may have known personally too. Is that, yeah, and some you didn't know personally. Who wants to kind of start it out? You look like you're in thought.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you.
I guess one of the people that I remember the most was Roy Hollis. They used to call him Jolly Holly. He was the kind of guy that played for the people like we are right now. I had the honor of playing with a steel guitar player, Danny Hart, who has passed. Played with Bruce King. Played with a lot of the top-notch musicians around here. And it's been an honor. And I'm with the group right now. It's very comfortable with and very happy to be with. And like I said earlier, there's no egos, and it's what we want to do. We want to play for the people.
Well, that's somebody that many of you may remember. These are all country folk,
country players.
local country players. Anybody have any other people that they can think of, Al or Brian? You think of?
Yeah, I'd like to say Lenny Nash was one of the guys that I first started playing with at the Town and Country a long time ago, and he was the same. He loved the old stuff. He loved doing the music for the people, and he was good at entertaining. And I learned a lot from him.
A lot of these people, I don't imagine a lot of them became rich and famous. But they, and there's a lot of legends still around today too that have been on the music show, as far as I'm concerned. And you're one of them, Terry. Yeah, I think you've got you and a bunch of you guys out there, and but really the ones that haven't made it, it's because they a lot of them have passed on by now. I think they would have enjoyed being on the music show. One thing I like about this show is that we really, for the most part, are a homegrown TV show. Although we're on YouTube, so you can catch us all over the world, I guess. But a lot of this show brings in talent of people who have been doing it for 30, 40, 50 years. I don't know if you've ever heard of a guy by the name of Vern Young.
Yes.
Vern Young was on this TV show.
Was he really?
And there's a couple others too, and so there's a lot of people. Is there any names out there, any others, Al, that you can think of that you've worked with even today that may be still around today?
Yeah, I worked back when I was probably about 18 years old with Lloyd Kuehl. He had his own band, and he was very well known, and he has since passed away, and very good musician. I mean, everybody loved him. He was really great. And got a couple other ones that are still alive, but they're no longer performing because they're not able to, like Cliff Mayo. He's got cancer and stuff, so he's not able to anymore. Just found out that Johnny Thompson, now a lead player there for Al White there, he's got cancer now and in the hospital. And, there's so many of them out there now.
There are really a lot. And, I people I know from around, it would be Al White and you, Terry. And of course, Al, I ran into Brian more in the past few years, past 5-6 years. But there's a lot of you guys around here and legends around here that I've known for 30 years because I used to have, I run Braselton's music still, and people would come in there and I'd run into them, and so there's a lot of good feelings about this group of people, a lot of heartfelt feelings, and the family things atmosphere that they kind of give you. And we talked about Ben's Barn, I think, earlier. And you want to tell us a little bit about Ben's Barn, a little bit more? Terry? Okay.
Right there close to you.
Ben's Barn. It's a place for anybody that wants to play and jam. Come on out and hang out with the fellow musicians. That's what it's all about. It's a good time. It's the third Sunday of every month. They just are putting in an outdoor stage right now as we speak. Indoors, they have facilities there. It's a whole lot of fun. And Ray, if we can get back to the people from the past, I'd like to name a couple of people that got me on my way and stuff at a younger age. The names of like Jimmy Green, Bobby Lutz, Ralph Arnold. Ralph Arnold's still alive and doing well and playing music. We just attended his, I think it was 82nd birthday party down in Waterloo the other day, and he hasn't changed, and he's one of them kind of musicians that give you the shirt off his back, and he does it because he loves it, and that's what this is all about.
And from what I know of Ralph, he's a pretty humble guy. Now, I don't know what everybody else says about him, but Ralph, I think you're a pretty great guy, a very humble, wonderful guy. And again, you're talking about legends. He's a legend too. Was I under the impression that he had a radio show? Somebody said at one time. Anybody hear that? And he's written a lot of great songs. And so we just thought we'd mention a few. There's always people like Steve Wickman,
Yeah.
Dick Rowland.
Yes.
There's another legend who's been, you guys all know Dick. He's been on the show 100 times.
Ray, there's going to be so many people, and we're not going to remember everybody's name, and we do not wish to hurt anybody's feelings by not saying somebody's name on TV here, but there are just so many people that have been accomplished musicians and singers and stuff throughout the past, and they deserve a whole lot of recognition too.
So this is kind of a bit of a tribute to you guys, and like Terry said, we're sorry if we missed you because there's so many of you out there, and but we wanted to at least recognize you great ones, because it's because of you that we have what we have today, and probably because of you that we even have the music show, and of course places like Ben's Barn, which by the way started by Dave Lawrence, who's another person who is.
Yeah, Dave Lawrence, we used to play at his barn. Same type of setup as Ben's Barn. All got started there, and when Dave moved out of state, we transferred over to Ben's Barn, and we're doing the same thing there.
And of course, our little friend, Country Pleasure.
Oh, Mr. Billy Hackett. Another name from the past, Dick Johnson and the Travelers.
Anybody else?
How about Norm Darling, Butch Darling, who's passed? I just had the honor of seeing somebody yesterday that I haven't probably played music with in 25 years, Nancy Jansen. These people are part of us.
This is one beautiful community of people. When we go to places like Ben's Barn. Now, by the way, Dave Lawrence is the one that kind of started this thing, but he moved out of state, I believe, and then actually Bill Farnfield started at Ben's Barn, and we just passed the dish to pass type thing. And anybody want to say anything more about that? I guess we pretty much covered it. Although you didn't say where it is. It's in Massillon, is it?
It's actually Shortsville.
Okay.
Collette Road.
Okay, and that's
Manchester area.
Is that every third?
Third Sunday.
Third Sunday.
Okay, and anybody's invited to that, I believe.
Everybody's invited. We don't leave
Everybody, and I come by once in a while too, and they make me feel. My wife and I, Suzanne, feel so much at home.
Yeah, and don't be afraid if you don't have a whole band or nothing, because there's always plenty of musicians there that'll sit right in with you, and you'll feel right at home.
So thank you guys for sharing this, and I think it was a great idea. This is our showcase for today. We hope you enjoyed it, and just stay with us, and we'll keep you informed with this stuff.
Ray, this is where we'd like to take our hats off to those musicians. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'd like to feature our drummer on this one, Mr. Albert Weber. It's called We're From the Country.
Way back in the country, back in the hills, down in the hollow where the folks are real, living with the crazy city old wildcats, the sawed-off shotguns and coonskin caps. That's where I'm from, and I'm proud to say I'm from the country and I like it that way. Everybody knows everybody, everybody calls you friend. You don't need an invitation, kick off your shoes, come on in. Yeah, we know how to work and we know how to play. We're from the country and we like it that way. All day long we work in the field, bring it on home to a home-cooked meal. We love you like Sunday and we treat you like Saturday night. When the beds get full, we can sleep in the hay. We're from the country and we like it that way. Everybody knows everybody, Everybody calls you friend. You don't need an invitation. Kick off your shoes, come on in. Yeah, we know how to work and we know how to play. We're from the country and we like it that way. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody calls you friend. You don't need an invitation. Kick off your shoes, come on in. Yeah, we know how to work and we know how to play. We're from the country, yes, we're from the country. We're from the country and we like it that way.
Well, welcome back to the roundtable segment of the show, which we're going to go through the show with this roundtable, a couple of segments. So we want to introduce you again to the group real quickly. Introduce yourself.
Terry Tiller.
Albert Weber.
I'm Dave Mercer.
Brian Snyder.
So we're talking about a lot of things with the country groups, and one of the things we do and when we entertain is try to keep the people happy, I assume.
Oh, yes, definitely.
And the stage presence and what you say on stage and how you communicate with them is all a part of this. In this music that you do and everything, Terry, you're pretty experienced at this. You've worked with people for a long time and keeping, communicating with the audience and everything. Is there anything special you do or that, to keep the audience going?
Couple different things, Ray. You want to communicate with the audience and make them feel like they're part of everything.
Right.
And actually they are, because if it wasn't for the audience, we'd be a garage band.
Yeah. No, it's true.
And also when we're on stage, we like it when we're doing shows where there's children. We get them up on stage with us and have them sing a song or ask them if they know a song, and we try to follow them and,
Yeah.
you never know what's going to turn out. If they find an interest into it, that might be tomorrow's singer.
Not only that, but they could make your day.
Absolutely, that's for sure.
And I very often, because I'm a solo performer, I love it when I get the whole audience to sing with me. That just means, Garth Brooks used to do that, a couple of his songs.
Yep.
So, but I didn't know if there was any other experiences you looked like you were gonna say
Yeah,
something.
sometimes we might come up with a joke or something, and
Yeah.
we'll take and
You
get
might
somebody
come out
in
with a joke or two.
Yeah, or
more.
3 or 4. Yeah, and we'll pick somebody out of the audience and
pick on them.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's all in fun.
I've been there. But it's all in fun, yes.
Yes.
And, well, that's certainly the joking around part of it makes people loosen up and laugh and have a good time too.
And the laughter on the stage. I mean,
Yeah.
the
Yeah, between
audience,
you.
between
Yeah.
the
Yes.
4 of us, the audience doesn't get to hear a lot of, off mic.
Sometimes that's a good thing.
That's it.
Yeah, because we're usually joking about each other.
Well, the other thing is you need to be smiling, and sometimes things aren't all that easy on stage,
Well, if
and
you've
you
had-
have to smile, and
Yeah.
and so that makes you smile when you're joking around.
Well, everybody up here really enjoys playing. And it doesn't matter if you've had a long day at work or whatever, when you get up on stage, you have to perform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the country people, I was thinking about, they are a delightful group of people, very family-like in many, many ways, and they are them. They are truly who they are, not putting on any airs or anything like that, and that's what's the joy of being in the country music business, I think. And you guys have been in country music, basically that's all you've really done.
Yeah, most of
it's
our
country
lives.
music, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's all works hand in hand. The other thing is that the people are so giving, not only the country people, but the country artists, the bands, the people.
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about you, Terry.
We had
Yeah,
an
he is too.
Ray, we had an experience with a great bunch of country folk. We were doing a wedding reception, and the aunt to the bridegroom, the aunt to the bride was a nun. And she said she would like to say a prayer for the couple and wish them well, in their new ventures and
Is this
stuff.
a joke
as
coming?
couple. No, serious.
This
True
really
story.
happened.
True story. And I'm announcing that she's going to say a prayer for the couple and wish them well and everything like that. And I'm trying to think of another name for hats, you know. So I thought of covers, and I went to say covers, and I says, and at this time would everybody remove their garments? True
So
story.
that was accidental.
And it happens, you know. Everything is live. There's no taping or
That's true.
anything like that. It's all live.
Well, it is being in the business, in the country business, you run into some pretty fun and nice people. And
Oh,
that's what I'm talking about,
absolutely.
country. I like
Absolutely.
the benefits that people do to help people out and raise money for people, which we just had one not too long ago.
Yes, we did.
And we think we raised quite a bit of money.
Yes.
And and I hope that is something that will traditionally keep on going for years, and it has been going on for years.
Yes.
But that's more, I think, of a country type thing than any other genre.
Well, music is-
genre. That's not the word.
Music has been very good to us, and when we can have an opportunity to give something back, it makes us feel great
Yeah.
inside. So.
Yeah, and that's what I find about music, country people and country musicians is that they don't really do it for the money, although it helps.
Well, it costs a lot more, I think, with the equipment and everything
Yes,
than we're ever
right.
going to make, but we just enjoy it so much.
yeah, that's great.
Well,
Now-
I know, Ray, that I mentioned one of my mentors, Roy Hollis. We used to
Yes.
call him Jolly Holly. And one of the things I remembered about Roy is with the Cherokees, we went to the Newark Developmental Center, which was then the Newark State School, and we played for them once a month.
Yeah, right.
And that meant so much to them, and it meant so much to us because we were able to bring just 2 hours of joy to them. And it makes you feel good inside.
You know,
Yeah.
and people like Roy Hollis and Ralph Arnold, he used to take Chuck Murphy and I down to Newark State School and also down in Ovid to Willard
Yep.
and play. You know, and like David
Well,
said, it just makes us
It
we're
is other,
overwhelmed inside.
yeah, it's other musicians than just country people, but I think it just seems to be more, a lot of country bands do that.
Yeah.
And the other thing, we were talking about some of these people that inspired us during the showcase today. And boy, that was an interesting showcase.
Jerry Mincer, phenomenal
Another
person.
I didn't know
Yeah.
if there was anybody else that you had
Yeah.
thought
there's-
of. But
There's so many.
You could go on for hours.
I bet
Yeah.
you could. And people living today that are doing it like you guys, right? Even today, raising money for people. And but the one thing that I was going to ask is that you seem to be inspired by a lot of these people. What in particular could each one of you maybe give something that inspires, that people like this would inspire you? You know, playing ability, even. You know how they play, maybe their stage presence or things that they do for others. Can you think of
Brian, you wanna
anything in
start?
particular?
To me, it was when I was talking about Lenny earlier. It was his way with the crowd. He could look at a crowd and read what the next song should be. I mean, just by their body language.
Yeah.
And that was remarkable to me that somebody could.
Yeah, isn't that something else that some people can? Years of experience, though. Anybody else?
I'm going to go back to Roy Hollis again. When we worked with Roy Hollis, when you go in on break, you went to every table.
Yeah,
You spoke to every person.
absolutely.
You made every person in that,
Feel like
they were part of the band.
right.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was a big thing too. Is you just didn't go to your table and sit down with your wife or girlfriend or whatever. You went out to the people and you talked.
I remember
to them.
with some of my breaks, I used to do that too.
Yeah.
And boy, I tell you, I never got a break. But I
it's
enjoyed
it too,
myself
yes.
with them,
Yep.
with the people so much it was a break in a sense.
But those are the people that come back every week.
Yeah.
They follow you to every club,
yeah.
to every place you go. They follow you, and that's the reason I play music.
The thing that inspired me, Ray, was we all didn't start out playing music in a band. We went out there and we watched other entertainers, and after a while, somebody would invite you up to play music with them. That's the inspiration I got was, hey, come up and sing a song with us.
But that again is like
Yep.
country musicians tend to do that more. Come on up and sing with us than any other.
Oh,
I
yes.
said genre. Or didn't mean genre. I meant type of music. Is that genre?
Yeah.
Am I
Yeah.
right? I was right.
Yeah.
So, well, we're going to come back. We got more songs to do, so stay tuned, and we'll come back. We got some kind of interesting things coming on that you might want to listen to. So, Enjoy. See you in a bit.
Folks, we're having a great time doing the music show here with Mr. Ray Braselton. We'd like to feature Mr. Brian Snyder one more time doing a song called Wonderful Tonight.
Late in the evening, she's wondering what clothes to wear. She puts on her makeup and brushes her long blonde hair. Then when she asks me, do I look alright? And I say yes. You look wonderful tonight. We go to a party and everyone turns to this beautiful lady who's walking around with me. And then when she asks me, do I feel alright? And I say yes, I feel wonderful tonight. I feel wonderful because I see the love light that's in your eyes, and the wonder of it all is that you just don't realize how much I love you. Time to go home now. I've got an aching head. I give her the car keys. She helps me to bed. And then when I tell her, as she turns out the light, I say, my darling, you are wonderful. Yes, my darling, you are wonderful tonight.
Well, we hope you enjoyed that. We certainly did, didn't we? Absolutely. Since you had to do all the work to play it. So, but we just thought we'd wrap up things for the day and tell you a little bit. Well, one of the questions I think you suggested, Brian, was to ask about the jobs. What was your first job? And I'm going to ask each one if you can remember. And I think you can. What your first job was playing out, and maybe how much you made or something. I don't know.
My first job, paid job for doing a song, I went on a show called Mooin' for Suin'. It was on the WSFW, and my payment was a quart of chocolate milk and a half a pound of cheddar cheese.
I can't top that.
Well, you know, I must say they pay better than I do. Right?
Soy milk.
Since this is a volunteer show, it's soy milk. Okay, very interesting. How about you, David?
I think my first paying job was with Roy Hollis, Jolly Holly and the Cherokees. It was the Franklin Hotel in Waterloo, and I believe it was $12.50. but I got to play with one of the kings of the time, and Norm Darling and Butch Darling and Wee Willie and some of the older greats, and
Yeah.
it was a good time. Scary as the dickens, but
How about you, Albert?
Oh, I played at the Wookett Hotel back when I was about 17 or 18 with Lloyd Keel and the Klansmen. And I believe at the time I made like $30 for the night.
Oh, this.
yeah, he got overpaid.
see, I got overpaid.
He must be younger.
I was going to say that, but I wasn't sure if that was true. That's interesting. The first time and the money
Yeah.
that you made. I mean,
Yeah.
it is a surprise you got $30 though. But nevertheless, how about you?
Well, it started out that Jerry Irwin knew I was playing some guitar chords, and he booked a job down in Waterloo. And he says, well, come on over on Saturday and we'll have a little practice. And he heard the way I played the guitar, and he says, I'm going to teach you how to play bass. Three hours on that Saturday afternoon, he showed me some spots to put my hands on the bass guitar, and we went down to the Top Hat in Waterloo, which is now Amy's Checkered Flag, and we got paid $20 a piece. But we got a reunion gig that we're going to do down there coming up, and it's going to be fun to go back to the first place I ever played.
I'll bet it will be. In
Oh,
fact,
absolutely.
let's talk a little bit about some of the places that you played. And I know I'm kind of got a list here of them, but you can mention them if you'd like to go off the list. And some of the places that you guys have played in the past that you're going to be playing, or that you play weekly, or just mention some names,
Well,
maybe in
off the
places
top-
where they are.
Off the top of my head, I'd like to say the Old Fiddler's Picnic in Canisius Lake. Beautiful venue down there. The people are great, and the food is excellent, and it's just a good time to go and hang out.
Oh boy! And you do the American Legions. You do
American
several
Legions,
of those, and
VFWs.
Yeah. So you play quite a bit, and then you do benefits once in a while. You've raised money for people.
Yeah,
That,
out at Big Oaks Golf Course. We got more dates that we're playing there.
Sharman family owns the Big Oak Golf Course in Geneva, and we have a great time playing out there also.
Yeah, that's where the Big Oak. That's where I saw you last time I was down there, right?
Yes.
I met
Yeah.
the owner. Real nice show. He says
Nice people.
He was nice. He was happy to
David
meet me
Maureen, yeah.
because he watches my show. I was really happy with that.
Yeah, they're good country people down there. I walked into the pro shop down there, and they have country music piped in, and you don't see that at any other
No.
golf course
Yeah.
in this area anyways.
Well, if he watches my show, he's got to be country. So.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I guess we've covered quite a bit on places you play. One thing I'd like to go over again is your contact information. I mean, phone numbers, emails, anything that you can give me. So the people, if they're interested in after what they've seen so far, they may be very interested in having you play for them.
People would like to contact us, they can contact our band through my email address. It'd be ttiller5428@yahoo.com. And if they'd like to call, they could call at 1-585-747-5428.
Yeah.
Or it's 315-398-3229.
Okay. And you gave your email, right? You just gave it.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I guess I want to thank you very much for being on the show, on the music show. You're part of the history of the music show now, although Terry's been on the show before.
There's a long history.
There's becoming
A lot of great entertainers, you know, that you've had on the show before, and we love watching it.
Well, we thank you very, very much. And look forward to seeing you very soon. Hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye now.
I know I'm right in the palm of your hand. In the palm of your hand, that's where you've got me. Yes, loving you is messing up my mind. Try as I may, I just can't stop it. You've got me right in the palm of your hand.
have a flame. I hurt every time you cause a scene. I lie when I say we'll reach the end. I know I'm right in the palm of your hand. In the palm of your hand, that's where you got me. Yes, loving you is missing of my mind. Try as I may, I just can't stop me. You've got me right in the palm of your hand. I know